uphill battle. This jungle attacks anything made by man. Restoring the generators and computer systems is no easy task. I'll take whatever help I can get. Whatever wires and tech haven't been corroded by the jungle are at least 10 years old.
What's the problem?
I'm trying to get the relay dish operational, but several components are broken and need repair. Without the relay, we're vulnerable to attack, especially right now. Your space battle may have attracted unwanted attention, and our shuttle's sensors can't cover the whole moon. Seems just about everything involved with the relay dish is broken. I've been trying to fix it for weeks and still no success.
I can take a look at it, if you will permit it.
If you think you can help, there's the broken cables right over there, and the relay maintenance structures behind me. You can find the telemetry computer in there. The only thing I know for sure is we need a new phase pulse converter for the tracking computer.
That part's rare enough in most spaceports. Finding one here would be difficult.
We actually already found one in an old weapons cache, but flaming Canox ate it. That's the problem with Canox. They'll leave you alone if you keep your distance. But if you turn your back on the pests, they'll eat anything they can get in their mouth. They're vermin, and no challenge for a Mandalorian. Since they provide no sport, we ignore them. Just gut every Canox you come across. You wouldn't believe the things you can find in those little beasts. Alright then, come back when you have the converter and we can see about getting these systems working again. Damn it, jungle is... comes to grace us. The battle circle is reserved only for real warriors. Your Jedi ways won't help you here. The battle circle is only a small part of our training regimen. A full Mandalorian warrior is a master of many fighting techniques, and here, all of them are tested. If you were to compete, you would have to do so on our terms, for that is the way of the battle circle. Those with great honor decide the terms of engagement. Jedi rely too much on their vaunted powers. They lose touch of the power of their arms and feet. Without your force, would you be a match for even the lowliest of Mandalorian warriors? If you want to try and fight us on our terms, that can be arranged. Two rules never change. Once you enter the circle, you leave the circle only if your opponent is defeated. The second is never kill anyone in the circle. The other rules are decided for each individual fight. The challenger must abide by the terms set by the warrior they challenge. Since you are new, the terms aren't yours to make. Break any rule, and the battle is over, and you are dishonored. You are new here, so you will fight Davril. He is young, and has not been able to prove himself in battle. Davril, what are your terms?
No weapons, no Jedi tricks, and no items. Just fist and foot. A true test of strength.
Put your weapon away, Jedi. Don't step out of the circle and pull any death blow. No one dies in the battle circle. Step into the battle circle. Now you will experience a true fight. The match between Jedi and Davril is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. Davril is just a recruit. I'm not surprised you won this fight. A challenger has expressed interest in fighting you. As little honor as you have gained, it is sufficient to accept his request. Let me know if you would fight again. Here to watch a fight or to... Here to watch a... After defeating Davril, you have gained some small honor. There is a challenger for you. He is Kex, the quartermaster. Since he is the challenger, you get to choose the terms. I will send a runner to Kex. Prepare yourself for your fight, Jedi. The match between Kex and Jedi is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. If you want to fight again, let me know. Here to watch a fight? You choose to fight again. Now face a real Mandalorian warrior. Tagrin, what are your terms?
Just fist and foot like you fight with Davril. Nothing else.
Tagrin chooses to fight hand to hand. Remember, no weapons allowed, and absolutely no use of your force. The match between Jedi and Tagrin is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have fought well today. The only Mandalorians left for you to fight are our champions. No one can fight a champion until they have proven themselves worthy. And it must be real proof. The kind you gain fighting foes to the death. And a champion must observe and deem your actions worthy. There are two champions in the camp, Braylor and Kelborn. Until you prove yourself in their eyes, the battle circle is closed to challenge you here, outside of the battle circle. This time, we fight
to the death. I was too young to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. With our clans scattered, there was no opportunity to prove myself. Years ago, young Mandalorians would fly point in a basilisk, laying waste to anything before them, at the forefront of battle. But this has been denied me. What little honor I have earned, you stripped from me in the battle circle. This I won't allow. You would deny my request? I want to fight here, in front of other Mandalorians, to prove my worth. Do not shame me further. Now you face a true Mandalorian on the field of battle.
Wait a moment. Do you see that boma over there? The Force flows through even these simple creatures. If you empty your mind, you may be able to feel its thoughts. They are fully formed, basic instincts, urges, dominated by every breath and every moment, primal and unsophisticated. Good. Beasts can be easier to affect than other sentients. You must bridge the gap between what distinguishes us and them. You feel its consciousness, yes, like a low rumble before the storm. Use the Force to create a barrier around it. Make it with care and subtlety. You came close, and you have potential. With practice, you can make any animal passive and pliable. But the cage around their perceptions is a fragile thing. Many things can be explained, violence especially. The Force is subtle and more powerful than people imagine. Keep an open mind.
Get this over with.
I am in need of your assistance. I'm Kumis, and Zargo is not wrong in thinking me dead. We assume that any Mandalorian who does not report back within a day has been taken by the jungle. I still live. I am just in a difficult situation. A patrol was sent to look for weapon caches in this region. They found 3 sites that looked promising.
Zarga told me to prove myself by taking explosives to those sites and uncovering the caches, if they exist. This was the first site. After easily dispatching some Maras, I removed my pack and began to plant my charges along this ridge. When I finished setting the charges, I looked down to see Canucks swarming all over my pack. The pests were eating everything. I killed the Canucks, but then a herd of Bomas arrived. I had no more ammo. The extra energy cells I had brought had been in my pack, so I've been up here, weaponless, for 2 days. Blaster rifles don't use much energy, and their energy cells last a long time. How often have you had to change ammo? I do not need you to echo my failures to me. I need your aid. You must have cleared a path through the beast coming here. If you take care of the Boma beast, I can make it to safety. Your actions are worthy of a Mandalorian. Return here when you have slain the beast, and I will be able to return to camp. Stranger. I'm returning to the Mandalorian camp now. I won't forget this. I have only one request. Please, don't mention this incident to anyone.
with.
I don't like the sound of that. I think you've just stirred up a mine nest. Good to go.
This one.
What are you doing out here? It's dangerous for your kind. I am a Mandalorian scout. I don't go on patrol. Mandalore sent me out here personally to track a ship that landed in the area. Yeah, from what little we could pick up on sensors, it was bigger than your ship. Most likely a freighter or dropship. This one was trying to slip in quietly, and it was keeping its eye on emissions to a minimum. Our sensors almost didn't pick it up. Just this corpse here. Looks like a scout, and pretty green too. The fool walked right into a group of Canucks and got torn apart.
Well, whoever these visitors are, they don't know their terrain very well.
He can't have been the only one crawling around here. If there's more, we need to take them out. You up for some action? Good to hear it. There's more of these scouts in the jungle. There's many paths, and I don't want them to slip by.
If we spot any scouts, we'll need to take them out fast before they can warn their companions.
If we split up, we should be able to find their scouts, if you're up for it. I'm going to take up a position to the east. You go west. I'll make sure none of them get past me.
That's another one for you.
Set the staging camp up here. This jungle just never ends.
Lieutenant, 2 of our scout patrols haven't reported back.
2 more? Nothing is worth this.
More beasts!
Everyone, attack!
What happened to Lon?
He got swarmed by those little beasts. I think they're called Canox.
I hope this mission is worth it to the Colonel. If not... Wait, did you hear that?
That's her! Get her!
I found more of their scouts, but they started shooting as soon as they saw me. I heard blaster rifle fire coming from deeper in the jungle. You find anything? I'm surprised they wouldn't talk to you. I thought their grudge was only with Mandalorians. Find out anything useful from them? Colonel, huh? Could be Colonel Tobin. Tobin is General Vaklu's personal cath hound. If he's on your trail, you might want to steer clear of Onderon. I'm not surprised. He was probably acting on orders from Vaklu. If so, you've made some dangerous enemies. General Vaklu is the cousin of Queen Talia. He's also in charge of the Onderon military. He led the Onderon resistance when we occupied their world during the Mandalorian War. He was a worthy foe. Maybe more than a match for you. Mandalore needs to know about the scouts. I'll let him know your role in dealing with them. They're Onderon military, although they were trying to be secret about it. I've got a feeling you're going to need all the help you can get. One last thing about the battle circle. Your actions have proven you worthy of facing our best in the circle. Perhaps we can face each other there. See you at camp. Any progress with the...
That's the best thing I've heard in weeks. I'll be sure to tell Mandalore about your help. Look, I have some extra parts and computer spikes. Take them. You can probably make better use of them than I can. Any progress... You do? Let me see. I don't know how, but these pieces look in good enough shape to repair. I'll have the telemetry computer repaired in no time. I'll be sure to tell Mandalore how much help you've been. I know you didn't ask, but here's a reward anyway. Mandalorians are expected to do anything they can to help, but you're a stranger, and you didn't have to help us. Damn it. Jungle taking over.
You found Kumas, and alive, no less. I suppose I should offer my gratitude. He's got a mind like a stunned Minoc, but he's got courage. He was evasive when I asked him what happened, however. Trying to survive in the jungle must have taken its toll. We'll see if Kumas will prove warrior enough to be worth all this trouble.
Kelborn says you are worth... You have enough honor to face a champion of a previous day. Kelborn, what are your terms?
Swords only. No items or the Jedi's force. And no sword of the Jedi's choosing. Just a simple long blade.
Kelborn chooses to fight with the blade. You may fight with fist, foot, and the blade provided. No using the force or any other item. The match between Jedi and Kelborn is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. I underestimated you. A difficult admission for a Mandalorian. If you fight in the circle again this day, you will face the bravest and strongest of us, Braylor. Here to watch a fight? We eagerly look forward to this fight. Braylor, you are our champion. How would you fight the Jedi?
No terms today, Sergeant. I would fight the Jedi with all of her arsenal.
Braylor will fight you as you are. Still no killing and no leaving the battle circle. But you may use whatever else you want. The match between Jedi and Braylor is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have defeated the most worthy of us. You walk away the champion of the battle circle this day. We will not forget your deeds or the honor you have earned this day.
You defeated Braylor in the battle circle. Either you're very lucky, or you're a lot tougher than you look. Kelborn said you dispatched some covert military scouts in the jungle with him. He spoke highly of your work. Zuka told me you helped out with some repairs around the base. I was hoping you'd prove yourself more with a lightsaber, but it's certainly a great help. Zarga told me that you returned one of our sheep to the herd. You have gained some small prestige by helping Kumas. How many Canox did you have to kill to find those parts for Zuka? That was a tremendous help. I won't forget it. You've made quite a reputation around here. You did better than I thought you could. I was planning on heading to Isis tomorrow, but I'll move up the timetable and take you now. You won't be able to get to the Ebon Hawk from the city. If you need to grab anything from your ship, I'd do it now. I know, it made quite a racket. Good work. That's to be expected. They don't really like it when someone makes loud noise in their territory. It wouldn't be much of a test if all you had to do was take a hike through the jungle, now would it? You're alive, in one piece, and learn something about the beasts of the jungle. Sarga told me that you returned one of our sheep to the herd. You have gained some small prestige by helping Kumas. Are you ready to go to Isis yet? What do you want? Are you ready to... I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out. How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore, all systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah, yes, the Great Crusade, after the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor V, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. Clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Hutts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed. The future is always in motion. It is a difficult thing to see. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor V, and you have been dying ever since, a quiet death that will last centuries. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe from me?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal, and you have served many masters, even when they abandoned you. Do you wonder where she wanders now, Mandalore? Why she gave you your orders, then abandoned you at the edge of the galaxy?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must keep the one I travel with safe. She is important to me, more important than anything. Show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then at least their honor will remain. The one I travel with has walked your same path, and I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems there is nothing else left.
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? Regardless, we must eliminate them all. None of them can escape. Our whereabouts must remain a secret. Let us join the battle. Our allies will need our help.
Trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to ISIS immediately. Grab your gear. My men will take care of cleaning up the mess.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty, but there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of ISIS. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered them.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. Oh, it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone. Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. Oh, it's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints are everywhere. Could be. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly, if I were you, friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse. Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport.
Fair winds to you, off-worlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Telosian merchant? The winds still taste of misfortune. Our beasts will continue to wait in their cages. These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. The city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prosper now. I am a beast rider. I have flown great distances gathering the animals you see here. We keep hoping that Ithorians and Telosians get through the Space Force's searches so that we can sell them. Telos was attacked by Darth Malak in the Jedi Civil War. The surface was completely destroyed. The Ithorians have been searching for appropriate wildlife to create a new Telos, but the merchants are stalled by the blockade. They have been kept in their cages for a long time, but yet at times I feel as if something else is affecting them, frightening them. Perhaps it is the city itself. ISIS has fallen upon dark times, and tensions run high in the streets. Calm.
What? Run! The Boma is out of control!
I don't know what to say. I had heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders, or simply tales that grow in the telling. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in. The beasts grow more agitated by the day. The stories say that the smoldering fires of city politics cast a smoke they can smell and breathe. They revert to their primal instincts. As you've just seen, when they get that way, not even a skilled beast rider can control them. As soon as I leave here, I will talk with my family. There is much to be discussed.
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on Isis? I don't think your business is any concern of mine.
You better not try any of those Jedi mind tricks on me.
While you're at it, tell him to forget he ever saw us. Could be useful.
Not only is your business not my concern, I can't seem to remember why I'm holding you up. You should probably go about your business, whoever you are. Oh, don't lose your starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open starport visa? My husband was killed by General Vaklu's troops. Our home was seized, and we were cast out. We have seen many wars on Isis, and I know war is coming. I want to spare my children from bloodshed. I've told you our story. Please, won't you help us? My husband, he was part of the Isis Council. He was a strong supporter of the Queen and the Republic. His views weren't always popular. Over time, he became convinced that Vaklu was trying to kill Queen Talia. He tried to kill Vaklu. To protect the Queen. The conspiracy was discovered, and he was shot during the arrest. What he did was wrong, and our life has been so difficult since then. I just want to get off this planet and start a new life. Please, help us. No one else will.
You have the look of someone used to adversity, a cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. You won't find a better deal. Does it matter? Truly matter? No. I have no sad story. I just know people who will pay a great deal for an open starport visa. The credits are your share of my profits. The visas are very rare, but I have a feeling you may come across one. I only know of one person who might offer something comparable, and what's going on there is illegal. I'm a legitimate trader, so there's no risk. There's only one thing ultimately more important than money, and that's your life. She's trouble. I wouldn't deal with her. I want nothing to do with her. If you want to get involved with that sort of person, you'll have to figure it out on your own.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Off-Worlder. How can I assist you? Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Isis. Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders. About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people. It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Isis. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who know better than thugs. Stay out of trouble.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right? But this is good news! You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
Kawanabota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachi, kati mogo grabo, drum pabana karas mangra, kalalava dumba compaile mokata.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura, tayaita ta bosananansata.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Fereki mangradu noko herete, jun sombo marampino su clela sobuto, Cristocho intissime soto.
Tarachomo sincho cavavolpa mulegi, gumanarminta barawamba, michedos! Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura, tayaita ta bosananansata.
Ondolal no saka, drum pabanakaras mangra. Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Variki, mangra, do cha scrini do pat. Slime non quahiriti, criscorcia wintise mesoto. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Dawancha mori konsova. Mawani dinchori kitsodu sobarenwa. Dorjine sobawata.
Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithba. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death.
In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me? Leave here, off-worlder. My words are meant for the sons and daughters of Onderon. Your type continues to plunder our world, and we have nothing to show for it. Be gone!
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier. But I'll keep my peace. For now.
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only. Stay clear of here, off-worlder. The sky ramp leads to the battlements, and this particular ramp leads straight to the palace itself. No civilians are allowed past this point. I will let you... No. No, you're not permitted past this point. I suggest you move along, off-worlder, before you test my patience any further.
Tinachara, Graracha, Ganowiso, Toto Terando Noshpi Wanahoto, Rakichi Sa, Donasinto Norokipa Shakani, Rakichi Sa, Donasinto Norokipa Shakani, Dakosha Nichotono, Punta Chakorso Wamai, Gotashjuna Rananashani, Visitisa Cholo, Jumkarantaka, Chonobograwe, Katiya Bahasan Shan, Honka Kilikun.
A lot of credits to be made around here, if you have the right skills.
This is Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here. A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them. It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
Back off, wormhead. This bounty's mine. Don't do something you might regret.
There's soldiers all over this place.
Bawan madiransha, yukamos krun. Nande misoku kuran marandin krabanozot. Kabadumpa, mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawa kachuba. Sura dachi morotuko katsa.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have her watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
I told you before, Off-Worlder, the sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only. Now move along. There's no chance of that, Off-Worlder. The palace is locked down tight, and only authorized personnel are allowed in.
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets. We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder. Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him. No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. Stay out of trouble.
Donos emeragith, wanarakora ci drunka sa inchobin sasha, tosimana rachata. Dawacho simu poendo rakawa ichi rendumo para makawana abawasi. You kroren man mapusiti nolara. Mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfektonatada ber mabarchokto. Renibu inturata sisi me burokra. In wamagro, me rangana noruta. Mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfektonatada ber mabarchokto. Renibu inturata sisi me burokra. Femko Mariam ga watasitu insula raka rakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi una wala si chokoratawa. Mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfektonatada ber mabarchokto. Renibu inturata sisi me burokra. Mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfektonatada ber mabarchokto. Renibu inturata sisi me burokra. Taranamo sibu indasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Tonoranga manaka. Tonoranga Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu ranta mana sobu. In wamagro, me rangana noruta.
Tawinti ni jabiyasta malawari. Iglati kachapoy.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you? Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion. Never. Dagon thought very highly of the good captain. I did too. She had a sharp wit, that one. Sad to see her go. Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but I'd much rather talk about... Welcome back.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right? I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic? I didn't mean any offense, but this is the first good thing that's happened to me in days. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain delicate matters that are happening on Onderon. It's worse than we feared. I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report, but days before I was planning to leave, they started requiring starport visas. I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General Vaklu. His ambition knows no bounds. I believe the people of Izes are absolutely correct. A civil war is brewing, and Vaklu may very well win if I can't get to Coruscant in time. What do you want to know about that night? Dagon Gent didn't do it. Because he was with me at the time. It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say assisting a Republic spy, then the penalty for that is death. I'm afraid the Onderonians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for him, he'd be trading one death sentence for another. I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved with her murder. We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help to the Republic. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars.
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
The information I have is vital to the Senate. I hope you can help. Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more costly and attract more attention. But there are many freighters bound for Telos. Helping me is not without its risks. I know you have Jedi training, so you can probably handle it. But I may be being watched. If that would compromise your mission, perhaps we should go our separate ways.
There's got to be something you need, something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say.
This room is reserved, off-worlder. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. You're flaming right, I do. The night she made the great flight, she ripped Dagon apart. Not literally, but we could hear her laying into him over here. We got a good laugh at it. Dagon was so mad he was sputtering. Then he stormed off. Best entertainment we had that night. The only good thing about that Sulio is she had a good tongue on her. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Welcome back. My deck is... Foul business. She did? Oh no, by the 4 moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit, their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
Malampro tarawan jika sa samca pada watasha kontia cha mambrata tiwas. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosanan hansata. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Mungachinor ta imbre wanachiki. Drumba bambwa. Kontichan munka. Kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata. Ta kometa kablaya justing. Miki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la king no mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Mungachinor ta imbre wanachiki. Drumba bambwa. Kontichan munka. Kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata. Mungachinor ta imbre wanachiki. Drumba bambwa. Kontichan munka. Kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata. Dovre Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosanan hansata. Kavadumba munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Temopa chinsajis. Kranita impetis.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm. Foul business. Welcome back. The next day they picked. Welcome back. Foul. I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Salio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Salio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
Welcome back. Foul business. That would be Bohema's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
Good to see you again. What do you want?
Da hupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoki hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune unta chivita in.
This room. Huh. That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There is a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. You might have even bought some.
I won't remain silent any longer. The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack our spaceships unprovoked. What next? An invasion? Perhaps they seek to conquer us. Will you stand idly by? Will you let them bomb our city? No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't do what the people so clearly want, then we must show her with force.
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking you in. You've gone too far.
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up now and march to the palace. Our will cannot be denied. I will not. My cause is just. The Queen must bow to our will. My head. Everyone stop now. I will go quietly.
I don't know what you did, but thank you, Offworlder. That was too close for me.
Captain, you're back. Thank the Four Moons for your kindness, Offworlder. I only wish I had some way to thank you. But my children and I will never forget your kindness. Hurry, children. We get to go on a spaceship, thanks to the captain. We get...
I'm Captain Galisi, Offworlder. If you want to pass here, I'll need to see your starport visa. Everything seems in order. You're cleared to go. You're cleared to go. I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods? Entity Behemoth unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits. Thank you for your business.
Kif in the cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Tawancha Dahupa Bosakurata Go Jujuto Yoki Hiata Yamba Wajiaki Yukito Tune Kawana Bota Yunta Tanga Kinamatora Tayaita Ta Bosananansata.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana Bota Yunta Tanga Kinamatora Tayaita Ta Bosananansata.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak. Foul business, that is. Like most nights. If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other. Ah, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. But there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. You have a recording? Well, I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat. The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one. Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. I just happened to be too close when she got dead. Real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink. No, and at this point, I don't care. Just glad to be free. She's dead now. Not like finding whoever did it will bring her back. I deal with death all the time. We all end up like her eventually. Yeah, it was. Although it looked pretty much like this to begin with. Cool dirt never killed anyone. Well, maybe a few people. But they didn't pay too well, so they got what they deserve. I give my customers a menu of options. If they go for the deluxe, I'll clean up the place and put on a new smock. Otherwise, they knew the risks. Patients, customers, idiotic hut spawn, call them what you like. Most doctors tell you that they get into the business to save lives. Most of them are flaming liars. At least I'll tell you the truth. I'm in it for the credits. Like what? We go way back. Way before he became Mandalore. In my experience, Mandalorians always know about the doctors around. For some strange reason, they keep getting into scrapes. If you want to know more, ask him yourself. Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hut's vault. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. There's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a Master there, I think I know who it is. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those disks because they have some contact information on them. The people I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure. The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.
What do you want here, Offworlder? The room is taken. The whole cantina is taken. You should leave. You? And just how do you intend to do that? The Offworlder wants to make a donation.
Good to see you again. Really? I've been looking for one for weeks. Thanks. You've done a tremendous service for the Republic. Now I have to catch the first shuttle out of here. May the Force be with you.
Found the... Great going there. With these, I'll check my contacts at the palace. I should be able to get a meeting with your Jedi Master shortly. You got anything you need to take care of in the quarter, you best do it now. You're dealing with serious politics by contacting him. If things go bad during a meeting, you may not be welcome in Isis anymore. Perhaps never. Just let me know if you want to go through with this. Yeah, I'll get on it. Just grab a cot and rest a bit. Once I get a meeting time, I'll let you know.
Is this meeting a trap? I can't afford to lose you, especially given recent events.
Anything could be a trap. Vaklu is no fool. But if the message is true...
Is this necessary? I can guarantee your safety in the palace, but outside these walls the General has many men that would do anything for him.
Nothing in life is certain, Your Majesty. But I feel something. There is a disruption in the Force. I must investigate this.
Very well. But please, be cautious.
Aren't I always?
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Well, the meeting is on. Head straight to the cantina. You guys should be in there. And, no offense, but I hope I never see you again.
You must have gone through a lot to arrange this meeting. The palace is at full battle readiness. Smuggling in a message is no small task.
Kavar, the famed Jedi Guardian. The Mandalorians counted on the fact it would be you, not Revan, who would lead the Jedi against us during the Mandalorian Wars. I wonder how we'd have fared against you. I thought you were killed fighting Malik during the Jedi Civil War.
It seems my former student keeps curious company. Strange times lead to strange alliances, though. No, I survived the war, if only just. Why are you here? I imagine that you hold little love for any on the Jedi Council anymore, even an old friend. You have to understand that it was a time of great uncertainty. We just learned that Darth Revan was back with an armada, but there's more to it than that. And I think you deserve an
Am I interrupting? In orbit, I thought for sure that the Ebon Hawk was mine. I was certain, only to see you slip through my fingers during the battle. Imagine my delight to discover you were on Isis. Quite careless, if you ask me. Get them, men! And watch your aim! Civilian casualties cause a mess of paperwork.
Palace. I'll get word to you when I'm able. Run!
What? What have you done to my men? Blast! Men, take care of her! I won't let Kavar escape!
Hey, we should check our lines of fire around these bystanders. No grenades.
What's happening in the West Square? It sounded like battle. Command's ordered comm blackout. Do you know what's going on? What? Why? That makes no sense. Command hasn't issued any alerts. Are you sure it wasn't some of those Beast Rider slags? They've been getting bolder recently. You must be mistaken. Soldiers just don't attack civilians without orders. If it weren't for the comm blackout, I'd check with command. Just head to the safety of the Merchant Square, citizen. We'll send a patrol to investigate as soon as we can contact our HQ.
Not all the military is after us. Still, Vaklu can throw a whole army at us. I think we've outworn our welcome over here. We should head over to the spaceport before General Vaklu invents some charges against us. Then we'd be in real trouble.
You know what to do. Let's do it! Get her! You know what to do. Let's do it! Get her! The diagnostic is doing something strange. Target acquired. What the hell does that mean? Your visa's been scanned. You're cleared to leave. I'd leave right away. Things are going crazy in this quarter.
The shuttle is just ahead. I think we should get out of here fast. It's gonna be some time before they forget about us here. No more trips to ISIS for us until the situation changes. A lot. We're back. The shuttle is going to stay docked here until further notice. I'm not ready to part company yet. It sounds like you have a lot of traveling to do. So do I. I'm going with you. The Sith have taken a particular interest in you, and you could use an extra blaster. I've been meaning to leave Duxon to look for other Mandalorian clans anyway. The Sith aren't known for sharing power. If the Jedi Order is destroyed for good, it's inevitable that the Sith will dominate the Republic, and then my people will be eradicated or enslaved. Helping your cause is a matter of necessity. Mandalorians helped Exar Kun during his war. We know firsthand how we'd fare in the service of their like. But that's enough for now. We'll have time to talk later.
The Ebon Hawk is patched up and ready to go. When you're ready to depart, we can ask the guide here to take us back to the ship.